Good, beautiful Monday morning. Welcome to episode 5 of A Dog's Life, a look into my spiritual journey. Anybody who watches this, may you just, not just anybody who watches this, may we all just find love and blessing on this beautiful Monday morning. May we think about the things that we have versus what we want. May we just show gratitude. Sometimes we get so caught up in what we feel we lack, we forget to be grateful for what we do have. Gratitude is such a beautiful thing. When we truly feel gratitude and graciousness on the inside, it allows us to be more empathetic and caring to those around us. We realize the things that we actually have that we take for granted. I had asked a couple people for some ideas for this episode. I have yet to get feedback. We're just going to dive into some things that have been on my mind over the last week or so. I'm sure all of us at some point in our lives have let ourselves get caught up in society and its expectations of us. I know that I have done this so many times in my journey on this earth. Up until the last few years, I have spent my life just cycling in and out of that, in and out of other people's expectations. I feel that we come into these bodies free, and then society I feel that we come into these bodies free, and then we have so many things imposed upon us, other people's beliefs and feelings on the way that we should be, that we spend a good portion of our lives, or maybe our whole lives, trying to unlearn that, trying to understand ourselves and who we are on this spiritual journey. And when we really let go of society's expectations of us, the journey is so much more beautiful. I have really been struggling with my relationship with my mother and someone else her age over the last month, and I realize that I'm never going to change. That's not true, unless they want to look at this existence different. A bond that I would love for us to have will never be there. And I spent so many years of my life striving for that pat on the head from my mother, and I started to get into the same cycle with this other lady who is about my mother's age, and I just had to step back and look. Do I really want to do this again? Is this really where my life's at? Do I want to go back to people pleasing and others' expectations? No, I don't. I don't want to go down that road again, and it doesn't mean that I love either of them any less, but this is my journey. If they want to be a part of it, I love that, but I'm not going to fight for their approval. They walked their path, and this is my path to walk. I want to walk it. I want to feel good about it. I want to wake up every morning feeling that I'm going out and doing something that is going to make a difference in other people's lives. I get so excited about the opportunity just to be a blessing to others. For me in my journey, that is what this walk on this earth is about. Just being of service. That's where my fulfillment and gratitude come in. Does that mean I need to be a pauper? No. This journey is about abundance. There's abundance there for all of us. We don't have to live in poverty and give away everything we have. That's not what it's about. There was a lady last month that we gave a lot of financially we helped her out a lot. And she's 62 years old, always struggled paycheck to paycheck. I don't think, unless she changes her viewpoint, nothing will ever change for her. But at least this gave her the opportunity to have 6 weeks of not having to worry about and stressing about how she's going to make the next payment. And sometimes that's all we can do. We can just give someone financial ease, let their soul feel some peace, and maybe have a chance that it can realize there can be something else. And I am beyond grateful that I was in a position to be able to offer that opportunity to her. All through my struggles of growing up and trying to conform to society, and just cycling back and forth of trying to fit into society and then getting upset and realizing that I wasn't being true to myself. I know I've talked about this before, but that was such a big thing with me. I would act out so much because I was trying to fit into something where I didn't belong. I've spent way too many years trying to fit into something I did not belong, and I'm so grateful and full of gratitude that I've come to understand that cycle and understand that that's not what is meant for me. Jeez. I'm beyond grateful. Circling back to that, when I was in and out of those times, there were probably 2 or 3 times that I ended up living in my car for a short time, not because I had to, but I just was not, it was not it was not worth what I would have to give up of myself in asking someone else. In those situations, I'm thankful that I took that time instead of taking somebody else's handout and the conditions that would come with it. That's what I'm trying to find there. Anytime that I give something, I want to do it without conditions. I want to do it out of desire, not out of expectation of something that I'm going to impose on that person. I spent so much of my life just being sick with that. Lord. I pray and send out good vibes that none of you ever have to go through that situation where when taking or borrowing or using something from someone and it comes with conditions and it's almost like you can taste the negativity in your mouth. If you ever feel that way about something, it's not worth it. It's not worth giving up a part of your soul. Never. I'm looking at my notes. I don't remember if I shared this during the last video or not. Something that I've seen in the last 10 days or so that really just resonated with me. I don't remember if I was listening to a podcast or looking through things that inspire me. But I ran across something that said, if it's meant for you, it's yours. You do not have to worry about it. And that really, really resonated with me, because in times when I was really searching, when I believed, and I still believe, but in the beginning of that believing process, I was so scared if I did not do every single thing right that it was not going to come to fruition. I would take the random numbers of the tanning bed that they put me in and feel like that was a sign. I would wait for somebody to say something to me so I could pick a word out of it and make it a sign. I tried to make a sign out of every single thing. And we don't have to get that caught up. When we are in alignment, it is all going to work itself out. We do not have to look. Just as I was talking about not letting someone give you something that puts a bad taste in your mouth. When you're in alignment, you don't have to worry about every little thing you do. It's not that deep. If it's meant to be, it's there. Trust, you don't have to tear every little thing apart. Well, I think I've went through this whole thing. I don't think I've used any of my notes, but I still have them for a future talk when we are just sitting here and chatting. I start my mornings at the gym. I feel that my fitness journey is part of my spiritual journey, just feeling good in this body I call a vessel. I spent so much of my time here on this earth just letting my weight be a circle, up and down and up and down, and feeling shame when I was intimate with someone and would have to take my clothes off. It's about feeling good about you. Whether you're 100 pounds or 200 pounds does not matter. All that matters is that you like you. That's different for different people. Different people are happy at different places. Just do not let society decide what is beautiful in you. If you feel beautiful in you, then that's what you do. May this day be filled with blessing and gratitude and love. I'm sending out positivity to each and every one of you. Thank you for listening. I love you all.